ICP has always dedicated itself to photojournalism and the concerned photographer. And I believe these are the same attributes that Thomson Reuters has always had in their organization.
Reuters and ICP have common goals in telling the world stories and particularly drawing attention to difficulties in the world, to challenges, to things going on that are troubling, and making sure people are aware of them.
Very much like Reuters does on a day-to-day basis, I think ICP has always valued truth, always valued the effort that a photographer goes out in the world to try to understand something better for our betterment.
You see these pivotal moments where history is being revealed through photography and people's attention is being attracted. So I think, for example, it would be hard to get people's attention perhaps to the Rohingya crisis in Myanmar if you didn't have images. I think that's such a powerful way of capturing people's attention who may not really care inherently or intrinsically about something going on in another part of the world. But I think the ability to tell these stories means that everybody in the world can be aware of things happening that are remote to them. And sometimes a picture can drive history, sometimes a picture will mobilize people or cause them to behave in a certain way. Sometimes I think it'll help people learn about history. So the photo at Kent State of the woman kneeling over somebody who had been shot is just one of the most powerful images in history, and it tells you something about dissent, and it tells you something about police power, and it's a way to teach that in history and to teach that story.
The iconic photograph is one which represents a feeling, an era, a significant human emotion is tied up with the iconic photograph. So when you look at it, you not only can remember it in the way I've described, the way it's impressed itself on the mind, but it also has an inspirational element to it. They're memorable 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years afterwards. So let us never underrate the power of the photograph. So the iconic in instant friendship it was Mark Lubell's idea because of digital arrival and speed of digital photography.
We had award-winning photojournalists. We had an actual witness to an event, meeting the photographer for the very first time. And I think it was rewarding for everybody to take part in this conversation and to really understand that at the end of the day, we are all so invested in truth and in a better understanding of the world. And hosting this dialogue was a real high for ICP. From all sides, we just felt that, what are we going to do next to continue this momentum? Women in Focus is a logical next choice.
Women in Focus, it will put a light on women photographers, women photojournalists, and what women have achieved.
I think there is a moment in time to really tell the story behind some of the most important women in photography today, as well as the contribution that women have made throughout the history of this medium.
Pictures are such a powerful way of telling people what's going on and capturing their interest both intellectually and emotionally. And I think ICP and Reuters both are very committed to that goal. It's an art form as well as a way of telling stories, and we're deeply committed to that art form, and we're deeply committed to photojournalism.